Ever heard of plots so badly botched they make you go, what were they thinking? Stay tuned for history's biggest fails that make even Wile E. Coyote look like a genius. Hey everyone! Today we're diving into the world of history's most spectacular blunders. Plots that failed so hard, you'd think they were written by a sitcom writer. From the what to the worst, let's kick things off with number 10. The Cato Street Conspiracy, 1820. A group of radicals thought it'd be a great idea to take out the entire British cabinet. Spoiler alert, they got ratted out by one of their own before they even got started. These guys had grand ambitions but seriously lacked execution. Imagine plotting to overthrow the government and not even making it past the planning stage because one of your mates spills the beans. Lesson learned, maybe choose your co-conspirators a bit more wisely. The Essex Rebellion, 1601. Imagine trying to overthrow Queen Elizabeth I with a handful of buddies and zero strategy. The Earl of Essex did just that, and surprise, surprise, it didn't end well. This wasn't some grand army storming the gates, it was more like a poorly organized frat party trying to take on a seasoned monarch. Essex's plan was so ill-conceived that it was quashed almost immediately, leading to his capture and execution. Pro tip, maybe have a plan next time? A bunch of folks framed Alfred Dreyfus for treason just because he was Jewish. The real criminals got exposed and Dreyfus was cleared. This plot wasn't just a failure, it was a spectacular backfire that highlighted the deep-seated anti-Semitism of the time. Instead of silencing Dreyfus, the affair sparked a national scandal that ultimately led to significant political and social reforms in France. Talk about a backfire. Karma's got a funny way of working, huh? Lucius Sergius Catilina tried to overthrow the Roman Republic but got totally outplayed by Cicero. It's like watching someone try to beat a chess grandmaster with checkers moves. Catiline's plot was ambitious but poorly executed, and Cicero exposed it with ease, leading to Catiline's downfall. The conspiracy didn't just fail, it showcased Cicero's brilliance and Catiline's incompetence. If you're going to take on the Republic, maybe bring your A-game next time. A plan to bump off Queen Elizabeth I and put Mary, Queen of Scots, on the throne. They were busted before they even sent the invitations out. This plot was a comedy of errors from start to finish, with the conspirators being so inept that they practically handed their plan over to Elizabeth's spies on a silver platter. Good luck running a kingdom if you can't even run a secret plot. The whole affair ended with Mary's execution and Elizabeth's position more secure than ever. The Beer Hall Putsch, 1923. Hitler and his pals tried to start a revolution in a beer hall. They ended up in jail instead of power. Just goes to show, maybe don't plan major coups over a pint. The putsch was poorly organized and quickly suppressed, leading to Hitler's arrest and imprisonment. Ironically, this failure gave Hitler time to rethink his strategy and write Mein Kampf, setting the stage for his later rise to power. Sometimes failure is just a stepping stone to something far more sinister. The Zimmerman telegram, 1917. Germany thought, hey, let's get Mexico to attack the US and keep them busy. The British intercepted the message and the US was like, oh, it's on! World War I just got a new player. The telegram's interception and publication caused outrage in the United States and was a significant factor in the US joining the war against Germany. What was meant to be a clever diversion ended up backfiring spectacularly, bringing one of the world's most powerful nations into the conflict. Operation Valkyrie, 1944. A bunch of high-ranking Germans tried to blow up Hitler and failed miserably. The bomb went off, but Hitler just walked away with a headache. Tough luck, guys. The failure of Operation Valkyrie led to a brutal crackdown on dissent within the German military and civilian populations, with thousands of executions. This plot had the potential to change the course of World War II, but instead reinforced Hitler's grip on power. If you're going to try to kill a dictator, make sure it works. The Bay of Pigs invasion, 1961. An invasion of Cuba that ended in disaster because the United States thought it'd be easy. Newsflash, it wasn't. Castro got a huge confidence boost and the US got a major facepalm moment. The poorly planned and executed invasion was a colossal failure, resulting in the capture or death of most of the invading force. The Bay of Pigs not only embarrassed the Kennedy administration but also strengthened Castro's position in Cuba and pushed him closer to the Soviet Union, escalating Cold War tensions. The Gunpowder Plot, 1605. Guy Fawkes and friends wanted to blow up Parliament. They got caught because they were too chatty about their plan. Lesson learned: if you're plotting treason, maybe don't broadcast it. The plot was discovered after one of the conspirators sent an anonymous letter warning a friend to stay away from Parliament. The resulting investigation led to the arrest and execution of the plotters, and the failure of the Gunpowder Plot is still commemorated annually on Guy Fawkes Night. Talk about a plan that blew up in their faces, literally. And now, the 10.5th fact. Joseph II of Austria tried to sneakily steal Silesia from Frederick the Great using tunnels and disguises. This was less of a military strategy and more of a slapstick comedy routine. They thought they could outsmart Frederick with secret tunnels and clever disguises, but the whole plan fell apart like a bad magic trick. Not only did they fail to gain any territory, but they also became the laughingstock of Europe. It was the 18th century equivalent of a Looney Tunes episode, complete with falling anvils and all. So there you have it, history's biggest plot fails that make modern-day bloopers look tame. What's your favorite historical blunder? Drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more fascinating and funny facts with a twist.